So, back to the fact that I can't really trust anybody right now. And the street people I know are you know, they're broke and they hustle for money and they try to suck as much out of me as possible. I'm at a point where I'm not really, I'm not really sure what else to do. I've done everything I could. I know that the rent that I did at Ocean Grove with the Bob Marley song was going over the going over the line. But somebody has to tell them, right? It's the second biggest religion in the world. And how many followers? Most of them are tribal cultures that were slaughtered than trained to be Christians. And the premise of helping the converted. Got to the point where I can't really trust anybody. A few people that aren't really close to me, but anybody that's close to me, I don't really trust. I try to get close to them. Any kind of relationships or not, it's not happening. And all because I decided to listen. And understand what my purpose was. Yet, with no support, with no understanding, I mean, I got a little understanding and support here and there, but there's no way to change this. I told them. There's no way to change this. What's sad is that it's going to take a meteor to hit, or an asteroid to hit the planet, or some other major catastrophe. And I told you, it could be the nuclear plants around the world all being situated in certain places where they think there's no earthquakes. There's no But yet when Mother Earth shifts, which is going to be soon, all of a sudden they're going to find and all these nuclear plants are just going to start blowing up like. War is not possible because wars are right now, they're fake. Everything you see right now is fake. I'm sorry to say, but the whole Russia thing is just that was all staged. The shootings, I can't tell you what they are, but I knew they were going to happen. But again, it was the big event, which is the first big event, which is COVID. The second thing is the war, scaring with the war. If that doesn't work, start the shootings again. And if that doesn't work, what does working mean to them? Y'all just staying nice and docile as we go through the next phase of things that you should know and be experiencing and downloading. Doesn't happen. unfortunately, I'm in this human body, experiencing this human experiences, having these human feelings. And the soul, my Arcturian soul, knows what it needs to be and do, but through the human body, it's not easy. That's why I need to experience all these things using whatever I can get. Oh, he's just making that an excuse for, it's just an excuse that my soul is from another dimension and higher level of being, that I was human at one point and I've come down to try to help, and like everyone else before me has failed. In this civilization, all the past ones too, of this specific humanoid, this type of human. This thing that it needs to beat, it never seems to be able to beat. And we get to this point. I know people are probably tired of me, or if they're even listening. I get no likes on anything. I know, not that I really care all that much, but this was supposed to be a way for me to get things out to people, and it's just not happening. Shit, if I would have spent the money on advertising, but then I'd be playing into the system, and all of a sudden I had the same, And all this is not new. It's fantasy. I mean, there's it's been said and sung about and written for a long fucking time. All I'm doing here is telling you it's really important for you to step it up. Not wait for the change to happen, just make the change happen. Force it. At this point, if you don't, then there's no turning back. So, yeah. Why am I sad? It's fucking hopeless, man. Every turn I have somebody trying to stop me, one way or the other. Hired by people that have money, or I don't know, maybe they just personally don't like me. The people that actually listen to me, they live and agree with me, they're far away, and I'm not even sure of that either. What I am sure is that what I'm saying is going to happen. What I am sure of is that, unfortunately, it's probably going to take, the next big thing that's going to really shake this planet and its inhabitants. It's going to take that. I was trying to do it before all that started happening. Eventually you'll listen, but then will it be too late? Or it has been every single time. So I'm not sure what else to do. I didn't just haphazardly just give up everything that I've done for the last 8 years, just so that I could. I don't know what people are thinking. Ego or something, or just push my ideas, or try to sell my paintings, or try to sell my something. I'm not trying to sell anything, man. I don't care to sell anything. I wish money wasn't around. Then I'd feel at home. I feel like I'm in hell. I feel good when I play drums now. That drum, I left it at a spot twice. I left it at 2 different spots. Drove away with it with the big drum hanging out outside, forgetting it was outside, and I didn't put it back in. That was a problem. Rode all the way back and they found the drum there at least, so that's good. Oh, I forgot the light. Somebody's gonna take that light. Oh shit. Oh, it wasn't a problem when I was living off my savings. Now I have no savings left. It's a little more difficult. Parasites. This life is full of parasites. Humans feeding off of the humans. Profit is feeding. If you profit from somebody, you're taking something away from somebody. That's the art of profit. See, one person profits, a whole bunch of people lose. What should be understood and accepted is that we should be sharing. But that's just a joke, man. The civilization of the survival of the fittest. And I'm sad, because I don't think there's much hope. And when I'm sad, then God gets sad, and then He makes it rain. So expect that later on. Even the sun was bright and shiny this morning, so it's gonna rain. Because you don't understand what God is. You just don't understand. You don't want to really understand. Whatever they tell you, here's in a book that was written a while ago by men, becomes what you believe it is. Biggest religion out there. And I had to tell billions of people that whatever they're telling you is a lie. You can't. It's impossible unless they like, they become slaves to that religion. Just like we become slaves to corporate America. And when we don't follow through for them, they put us on a list for the next available disease. They don't can't afford treatment. Well, more than just die. You go to heaven. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we're gonna post this because we're gonna be like, oh, what's the matter with you? I feel so sorry for you. Sending you hugs. Hugs. Yeah, hugs. I did this for a reason. I didn't know what the reason is when I was doing it, but now I realize what the reason is. To highlight the things that really need to be looked at, and then decide that, hey, really, this I'm showing you, the money is really causing all this shit. And no matter how many fixes you try to put in there, how many times you're going to try to fix something that is unfixable because of the fact that there's a monetary system that's enslaving it. Until that is accepted and then immediately removed from a society that is enslaved by it. Until that's done, nothing will change. It's all going to be a game that the billionaire class plays with the human experience and human lives. They equate themselves as high as God because they're able to control humans, but God doesn't control humans. God doesn't. She doesn't not interfere. The whole purpose of this experiment, the whole purpose of this planet is to have the souls ascend enough and then grow and then be understanding enough to be able to join in that next dimension. And there's several dimensions above us. Only one above. This one. Above. It doesn't mean that above. It means, to college. You know, if the Earth is a high school, well, actually the entire 12 grades of school, and AM is a but it's not, because it's not. There's no learning involved. There's no. It's all understanding that you get from being there. It's different. Here you actually have to learn, but that learning is based on a blueprint for slavery. Your children are being taught how to become slaves and be slaves for the rest of their lives. Accept it. Except for ones that don't. But then their option is getting some guns and fighting. Which eventually that'll catch up to them, because they're playing their game. They're fighting them when there should be no fighting involved. When there's no money involved, there's no fighting needed. With money, like I said, every man for themselves. Every man for themselves. I've been up, but I haven't been able to be up like I used to be. Something's changed. I don't know if it's my body or what's been put in there. But something has changed. This might mean that I'm actually getting close. We're actually getting closer to that time where I'm supposed to not be able to, not to have to do this anymore. I find it's the only way for me to break free. Not to wake up and wonder about where I'm going to be, what I got to do, what. But then when I stay up a few days, 24 hours, whatever else, then it becomes something that I have to finish. But I can't finish it without the help that I need. The help doesn't seem to be there. It's supposed to be, but it doesn't seem to be there. So, I don't know. It is what it is. So, keep on trucking. Doing my best. What a waste of time, to me, you say, right? What you're doing is more productive. Again, I want to say, did you find the cure to death? Because I did. I'm not coming back after this. And if you guys don't do something this time around, no matter, I don't care where you think you're going, your soul is going to be dropped down into the pool of creation, waiting for the next ascension process to happen, next civilization to be created, and then the souls rise up again. This is the only planet that there's, and the only dimension that the souls are stuck like this. But this is the only one that he's put that monetary system and that evil in there for you to overcome, which is impossible. When to even talk about that, people make fun of me. Think, what are you fucking talking about? Get a life, buddy. Get up and get a job. Stop doing that shit that makes you all crazy. Yeah. I'm crazy. Look at my partner song, all the freaky people, right? The weird and freaky people. See, for me and where I'm coming from, y'all are weird and freaky. Because y'all ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. Y'all are chasing a fucking fictitious thing that someone's convinced you to value more than human life to that grave. So to me, y'all are freaky. And to people like me, y'all are freaky. Yet we get labeled at it because we don't control anything, because what purpose? We know our purpose is not to control this planet, but to help this planet, because it's allowing us to live on it. The difference is ticks and parasites compared to, I don't know, beneficial bacteria or something. Yeah, it's an organism. Either way, the only change that's going to happen is when that you put forth. Don't wait for the billionaire class to change anything, because they're not. They haven't changed anything in thousands of years. It's worked for them, not for you. And don't ever think you're ever going to reincarnate as a billionaire, because that doesn't happen. They've got that nice and tightly wound. Go back and forth from middle class to poor. Just to understand what the other side of it is. And if you don't understand that side of it, then you just go back and forth there. Or just back to poor. Or back to middle class and then hoping to get to the billionaire class. And if you do, it's, you either get the parasite stuck in your neck or you get thrown out. I know, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. And it's, it's too long we started if you didn't listen to my past stuff. But no matter what, there's no hope unless you force that hope. You know how do you force that hope? By walking away from it all. Staying away. For a while. Until it collapses by itself without any help from you. The only help that you've given it is not refuses to be a slave. If 1,000 slaves, there's 150 guards and there's 1,000 slaves. If those 1,000 slaves decide, fuck it, even if the guards start shooting, you still got 1,000 slaves, man. Those slaves that died, they're gonna reincarnate back as long as there's a place to reincarnate back to. When there's no place to reincarnate back to, then you just fall into the pool of creation of the soul. And you start again. Because you've learned nothing here. And that's all because of the billionaire class. That were used to be the royal families. That used to be, I don't know. Was there anything before that? Good luck with it. I'm trying to figure out what to do today. Lot to do. No motivation to do it. And just wishing God would pull me the fuck out of here. See ya.